Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your May 4th weekly card reading. I'm Chris, and a lot of you have been asking me to do weekly readings, so here they are. Um, and, you know, I'm just going to keep plugging along here. That is what I was trying to say. And, I'm just going to see how this works out. So, this is your May 4th, week of May 4th reading, like I said. Very interesting. I think it lines up with your actual, just the May reading I did for you. Um, there are a lot of spades cards, so I want to warn you, if you know what spades cards are, a lot of people look at them as negative. They are not negative by any means, so you don't have anything to worry about, just number one. Although, you got the Queen of Hearts, which is you. I mean, this card is you. It's a water sign, typically, and someone who's emotional. And I believe I said this in your May video that I do feel a lot of emotion coming off of the Cancerians, because they're a water sign. A lot of people, it's interesting. A lot of people think Pisces is the more emotional sign, but I mean, in my own experience, I've met a lot of Cancers, and they're all way more emotional than me as far as emotion goes. And I mean, maybe it's just a different kind of emotion. But this is you, and I noticed we're gonna get to this in just a second. But to me, I was looking. I'm gonna try to get this at the one on the top, and she's kind of looking away from the other cards, and it's kind of what drew my attention. And she almost has like a sadness about her. So maybe you're feeling a little bit, lonely, or something along those lines. And I think it's coming in heavy this week. And I definitely think that it has to do with love, unfortunately. But again, I don't think this is, I don't think this is anything bad. I don't think anything bad's going to happen. And I think financially, I actually don't think this reading has anything to do with finances at all for this week. I think it's strictly about relationships. So if it's not relationships, if it's not love relationships, and it could even be, this card can also be your mother. A lot of people call this card, Queen of Hearts, your mother. So it could be, maybe some family issues, mother issues, things like that. But let's move on. So we have the Seven of Spades here, and this is, this can indicate some like a small obstacle, things like that. And I think I think that it's not like a major obstacle. Definitely looking at the rest of the week, and I think you're gonna overcome it by the week's end. I think you're gonna be feeling fine. I think maybe you will be in a little bit of a funk this week, but I don't think it's anything, you know, it's nothing major. I mean, you got the Three of Spades next, which is, this can be like a breakup card. It can be like just relationship tension. It doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup. Some people do read this as a third person. So if you're in a relationship and you think somebody's cheating on you, sometimes that's how people read this card. I don't think it's necessarily that extreme. And because you had two cards. I've only been doing 3 card readings, and you had 2 cards that popped out. So I always, when cards pop out, I just throw them in there. You have the Ace of Spades, and to me, the Ace of Spades is the ending. But it's like the Death card almost in the tarot. Something has to end so something better can come in. And so I look at this as a very positive card right here. And I think it is positive for you. I'm pretty sure you got this for your May reading, in your May reading. And I do think that it came up in the past position, but maybe for some reason you're still feeling a loss. And you know what? Actually, it's interesting that what just kind of popped up in my head here is I said that this lady here, who is you, and like I said, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. I do not attach sex to cards, so you could be a male or female. It doesn't matter. She's looking away from the rest of this reading, so it's like this is in the past, but maybe you're still just holding on to the loss a little bit, and you can definitely let it go. And as I'm speeding up here and looking at the last card, it's kind of like confirmation. You have the Seven of Hearts. This can be a card of jealousy, but it can, it's not necessarily it's not really a negative, it's not a negative card. It can be, it can definitely be jealousy. But I think it can also, be good stuff coming in for you. Almost like a change. It's almost, it could also be somebody who's maybe interested in you, but they're kind of playing games, and I just dropped the card because I hold them like that. Let me grab the card again. And, it could be somebody who's fickle, somebody who's, kind of distant maybe, but they seem interested. Maybe they're playing some games. But again, like I said, this is in your past, so, I feel like this is somebody, who's already probably gone, or is about to be gone. And again, I think I didn't pull a finance card, but I feel like I owe you, Cancers, because you guys support the videos, like, the most, so let's, definitely one of the top signs that watches the video, so thank you for that. But let's pull a card real quick, for finance. Just what I said, finances are going to be just great for you guys. You got the Nine of Diamonds, doesn't really get too much better than that. There's really not much to say about the Nine of Diamonds. It's a success card, it's money, good things coming after a difficult time. I think a lot of Cancers have been probably, I think I did say this again in your May reading. I think I said that, for a long time I feel like Cancers have probably been just scraping by, just making it. And if not, then you're one of the lucky ones. And, so I also think, this card can also apply to this love, like a love outcome being very positive as well. You can also say that. So, I mean, this is like big sums of money too coming in. So that's another thing to look forward to. So you have a great week ahead, Cancer. There's nothing much really to say, just maybe a couple little obstacles. And I think these are past obstacles. I don't think they're, I think maybe Cancers can get a little nostalgic and hold on to the past a little bit sometimes. So just let it go. Loosen up those claws. Take those rubber bands off. You're not a lobster. You can let those claws go. Don't hold on to it, and you'll have a great week. So thank you very much, Cancer, for watching.